I got the song Come Down Home to Georgia on the music, and I was already done the first verse and chorus, and I was like, I wonder what I got to do after that. It's right here. This, I started repeating my thumb with the E chord. Remember, it comes. Right? Where do I go? Where does this measure go here? Look at this next part. This goes into the next verse with one note. A D sharp. A climb down. I'm going natural. Remember, the whole thing is based on the E street. So there's no D in the E street. There's a D sharp. So if I'm going to go from E and I'm going to go back to the beginning, which is C sharp minor in this song, then Come Down Home to Georgia. So C sharp minor has to get landed somewhere, and I'm on an E right before it, right here. After I've ended the chorus. Now I get back to the verse. How do I do that? I crawl down. And am I going to crawl down to a D? Sounds good. That sounds good. Or I'm going to crawl down to a D sharp. I'm going to crawl down to a D sharp because I'm in E. Remember, I'm going 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 in clusters. That's the always best way to always play any picture of a major street. So here I have an E major street that I'm dealing with, even in the relative minor of C sharp, because it's the relative, down a minor third, down a minor third, down a minor third, down a minor third is always the relative to the major, like, it's relative. It is relative, like to the family major. Anyway, so I'm in E, and I have a D sharp. I don't have a D natural. So when I crawl down from E, I've got to go D sharp. But I'm still going to keep an E. Even though a D with an E bass would sound good, but I'm going to, in this case, go to a D sharp, because I'm going to crawl back up to the first note, which is C sharp. C sharp is the first note of the song. Remember, I'm playing 4 note. So here I'm going E. I'm going my thumb. It's just a crawl, an inversion of the E chord. Because remember, E. Think of this E. I'm on E. Then I go with a D sharp, C sharp, B melody with D sharp bass, and right back to the beginning. And that is the next page here. So here's that is. And I'm right back to the C sharp, to the C sharp minor with a B bass, to a straight A, and then to a D major 7, and to a C major 7. And then a C minor 7 with a B bass. A nice A. Well, I'm trying to get to the point in there as fast as I can. And then the next page. Remember that part? We discussed in the earlier part of this? Or later part of this? Or first part or second part of this? Wait. This part. But then comes right back to the verse. So that's the third time in the verse where you go, that second time you go, that little turnaround that we were discussing about. It goes, and then the chorus comes in here. F sharp minor 7. Watch just the top note. That's your melody. Top note right there. G sharp minor 7. Top note is an E. That is an E. It's an A2 right there. Top note of this cluster chord is a C sharp. Watch the top note and the bottom of the fraction or the letter name. If there's no fraction, that is your bass note. Octave only in the bass note as we're going through this. No broken chord as you see here. We haven't even talked about that yet. Do not fret. We will. Promise. Okay. So I'm going top note. We're watching in the bottom, on the bottom of the top note. Here's a D7 2. Here's the D7 instead of major 7 that we've been using. We're the 7. We know we're going into the chorus. Once we get a 7 instead of a major 7, like we're going major 7, major 7, and now the third time 7, not major 7. It's notated right here. It's like I get a scan over there, and I'm like, man, focus here. And I focus here, and I'm like, whoa! I don't know where it focused. Here, D7 2. Take a look at it. There's no D here because you don't need a D in the right hand. So here, the D is down here, just the octave. Remember, don't pay attention to the left-hand part. Just the letter names of the chords with an octave. Anyways, then F sharp minor 7. We're into the chorus. Sorry, a no chord here. C sharp, no chord. I think I did no chord. NC, no chord. No chord. Just the note C sharp is important to hit there because it's the melody with no chord underneath it. I want to emphasize it just as a note because it's the pickup to the chorus, which is F sharp minor 7. Watch the top notes. Here's a C sharp. Here's an F sharp, which is the 7 of the G sharp minor 7. There's the G sharp itself right there. And then I'm going to the next page. A2. And this is a cool one. You heard this earlier. This is a really cool one. This is C sharp minor 7 with A sharp bass. And then it's by moving one finger from this second finger right here from the G sharp. Now watch, I moved a half step neighbor in the left hand, and I do the same thing in the right hand from the. So how did that chord come into the being? I'm sure it's me fooling around. That's how I make all my music. That's how I hit the mic. That's how I make all my music because I'm self-taught. So I mean, all these. I didn't even know what I was playing until years later. 10 years later even, of these chords, but then when I ended it on an E, it like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Wait, in the background it just happened? Yeah, that's the end of it. Here's a C sharp minor 7, and here's an A chord with a B bass that resolves into, look at my thumbing right here of the F sharp and G sharp. But look at the top notes, F sharp, G sharp, and then E, just like we ended the first time out of the chorus. We're ending the second chorus, but instead we're going to make an ending of just a verse of a nice little broken chord of the, which is a hint of what is coming, E chord, which finishes the song. In the left hand, I've only been doing octaves. When it says C sharp, when it goes C sharp with a B, I'm going to do the B with an A. I haven't been playing anything that's written here on the music. Because rarely do you do anything else in octave, 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 octave in the left hand. In this one, though, and remember, another thing that I always say is the beginning of music is always wrong for everyone. Because I always put these chords in the left hand like this. And this is what sounds like, and that's how the piano sounds like. This piano sounds like this. It sounds with a chord in the right hand, even if you're only doing 3-note little beginner chords and that 4-note octave chords in the right hand too, guitar part. But anyway, so I've been playing majors anyways. So here I am on C sharp, and I have a C sharp minor 7 chord. Got a lot of notes there. If I break it up. But I really wanted to stay with this idea, but not making a grumble of a third way down low, because I want 5th only in the left hand. The first note that I go to if I'm going to break something apart, I don't want to go to the 3rd. I want to go just from the letter to the 5th. And remember, I'm using my fourth finger because it's a strong finger, and I'm going to be doing a lot of walking down there. Not a lot of walking, but a lot of crawling in the left hand. And so I'm going to need that strength of that little finger, emergency, in case I need it. I could always get it. So anyway, I'm doing the C sharps, right? And I'm going to make a C sharp minor chord. So take a look at it all around here. It's the whole thing. Now, what am I going to do? I'm not going to use a third, but I'm going to use a fifth. So that's the next broken note I'm going to go to. Then the next one would be the octave. But in this case, I'm going to skip the octave. And I'm going to go from the first to the fifth to the minor third. 1, 5, minor third. 1, 5, minor third. 1, 5. I'm going to leave my little emergency finger there. Wait a minute. I can't. The next one has a B in the bottom. I cannot let me just playing this broken. I'm going to have to stretch down. I have to stretch and keep the C sharp minor 7 on the top, but reach down to a B in the broken bass line that I'm making for Come Down Home to Georgia. B, A, but still A. What are we doing in A? 1, 5, 3, 8. 1, 5, 3, 8. We're going to go 1, 5, 3, 1, 5. It's always going to be going 5, 3, 1, 5. It goes 5, 3, 1, 5. 1, 5, 3, 1. There's that 5, 3, 1, 5. Right? And then 1, 5, 3. This is awful low down there. Strange note down there. Look at the sub. Here's a fifth finger playing there. And at the bottom. I have to use the fifth. I can't use the fourth. It's just not comfortable. I'm stretching, especially when I'm going the C sharp with a B bass. That's a stretch. But what's happening is all that movement is right here to right here to right here. What is that? Weird. It's a weird note down. Wow, wow, wow. Sorry about that. Here we go. Wait, this is the first C sharp minor chord with a melody. Now, I'm gonna put the B in the bass. Now the A, we're in the A. D. Back to the second part of the verse. B. A. Keep it going. What? Yes, keep it going during that thing. That's right down here. Yes, look at the bass line. It is consistent. Yes, when I started teaching this, it was all octave, 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 octave. Yes, because we were learning the right hand. Now we've learned the right hand. Now we got to play the left hand. It's a broken chord, and it's like a plucking on a guitar. It's a beautiful way to play. However, to me, I would say it's more advanced because you have to have balance on the keyboard. Because an octave you can kind of hold on to, it's like holding you up, and you can play all your chords. But when you're kind of breaking like this, you kind of got to balance, and because you're kind of floating and going on a chord, you can get those notes, to get those nice broken notes instead of like holding yourself or staying on the note and just pounding it a couple times, whatever. That's great, but. So anyways, on the D part, it's right here. And then I'm going to go to the next page because I just want to show you this. So see, it calls right in there. And here's that B. Here's a B. See, it fits. So that was the third part of the verse, right? First part of the verse. Listen. Right? Third part of the verse. It's just like the first part of the verse. Sometimes I put a 7 in there, but in the major 7. And then I have a no chord, and now we're into the chorus. Can we still do the same formula in the chorus? Why not? We're already breaking all the whole bass line of the verse. Let's keep on going. And the same formula. It's an F sharp minor 7. That's right. It's an F sharp minor 7, but anyway, it's an F sharp. It's the basics here. So I'm going to go 1, 5, minor third, 1. Where's that 1? 5 minor 1 5, right? And then I'll crawl it up to the G sharp minor 7, G sharp, B, D sharp with a 7 if I'm playing it, but I'm just doing basic G sharp or basic F sharp minor 7 chords or G sharp minor 7 chords or A chords, and then a D7 2. On the D7 2, I'll use the same. Oh, on the D7 2, I like to stop it and just think instead of going. On that one, I go waiting for the no chord. See how it works out? All right, just break that down a little bit further. Just easy. Here's the F sharp right here. Here's the melody. F sharp 2 is, watch the top notes. Watch the top notes. Right? Watch the top notes. Hold on. Gotta flip the page. Right? Watch the top notes. Oh, that's a cool. What do we do then on that one? What is a broken formula? I had to experiment with this one a little bit. I'm going to use the C sharp. I'm going to use the C sharp minor 7 notes with an A sharp bass instead of a B or a C sharp. I'm going to go 7 with it. Fits perfectly. I told you I take the C sharp minor 7. It's inverted. It's a full chord, inverted. You know, look at the next one, look at the next one, look at the next one. Anyways, so I'm here, and I'm C sharp minor 7 it with a sharp bass. Right? That's so cool. But I can break it and use the same pattern that I would, you know, for the and then what am I going to do with the A? It's full chord A. Remember, it's a full chord doubling the top and an octave right into. It's an octave. It's a B. A with a B bass. What am I going to do that? And I had to fool with that, and I found I'm going to use the A chord with the B bass. I'm going to use the 5th off of the beginning note, and then I'm going to go right into the A chord. 3 1 5 3 1 5. There's that 5 3 1 5, right? It works. 1 5. Then here we go. 3 1 5 3 1 5. Change it a little bit to purify to a pure E, to pure B, B. It was. Then to a B. Right? A. Whoa. Right? Hold on. Oh, look at this. Here, I'm right here. Why can we? I just played this outside right at the beginning of this page. Sorry about that. Pickup note to F sharp minor 7, A sharp minor 7. I almost call it like an E with an A bass, but it is an A2, A, D7, hang with the hanging F sharp right here until the pickup note, no chord, and back to F sharp, G sharp minor 7. Here we go to A2, and now watch the C sharp minor 7 with the A sharp bass. Still walking to the 5 with the C sharp, D sharp, and now A. But I'm going to go to the 5 from the B, which I started with, because it's A with the B bass, so I'm starting with the B bass, and I'm going to the 5 of the B, and then I'm going to go to the 3 of the A, because it's the A top, right? It's the A fraction top, right? And the F and the B bass. Well, I'm going to start now going to A. So I'm going to go B, F sharp, C sharp, A, E, right? Right? I'm right there. Do you see where I get all those notes? It's still the 5, 3, 1, 5 of the A chord, because it's an A with a B bass, but I'm starting from the A to the 5th of the B, because it's a fraction, A with a B bass. And then to resolve it, I'm going to go to B, and actually B6. And at the very end, inverting the chord, broken chord of E. 2021. Okay, I'm going to cut this point, but I'm going to play this along with the music playing that I wrote on the MIDI of Come Down Home to Georgia. I'm just going to play. As it plays, it'll be red. I set the tempo to 100. I don't know if you can see the 100 there. Set it to 100. Nice. But instead of the down here, I'm just going to play chord. Yeah, that's good. All right, so now back to the beginning. Let's see if I can play just the chords along with it. Just play adding, octaving of all those notes of a chord. If you see C sharp minor, if I play C sharp minor here and C sharp minor here, it's 3 sharps, 2 sharps minor. So it's a nice full stacking of all the same chords. And I'm not adding any other note in there. If this says C sharp minor with B, a bass, I'm having a B and a bass, but I'm just using C sharp minor. And if I put another note in there, it might be a legal, sweet addition note on that top chord, or like. But here, if it says A, I'm going to be pure A. If it says D major 7, it's going to be D major 7. I'm not going to be put a 2 in there. I'm just going to D major 7. Here it says C minor 7. I'm going to be C minor 7. And then along with it, it sounds so nice. Listen to it.